Hey guys, it is Sophia the Diabetic Vlogger. This is Tuesday, December 31st, 2019. This is the last day of the year 2019. I hope you guys had a good 2019. I hope you all have an even better 2020. This has been a really interesting year in a lot of ways, and hopefully the new year will be better. But today I'm going to be doing a book review of BearTown by Fredrik BackMan. I really enjoyed this book. I started reviewing this book about a week ago because I finished it about a week ago. But between holidays, Christmas, New Year's and all that, family time, I haven't reviewed it, and I'm still trying to get over a cold. If you can't tell, I haven't been feeling very well. Hopefully I'll get better soon. But this book, I really loved this book. I gave it, I think, a 4.5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. This is probably so far my least favorite Fredrik BackMan book, but I also really enjoyed it at the same time. His books are normal, a little more funny. I still loved his writing style. However, he introduced a lot of other worldly things, problems, pains, sensitivities, and real problems into it, which I like when books do that. They're like real life. When I read a fictional book, I want it to be jam-packed with real life feelings, problems, things that have been wrongs that have been done to people, so that you can see character growth in them, and you definitely saw that in this book. But at the same time, I was also shocked about some of the really devastating, terrible things that happened in this book. So BearTown is a small town that's all about hockey. And a lot of the families, it talks about several different people in different families in BearTown who are big fans of hockey, who aren't big fans of hockey, but how being a huge fan of being a big hockey team town has really corroded their minds to where any of the hockey players, if they can't do any wrong, they are perfect. They're like, they're the town's savior because they put BearTown on the map. And so when a young girl is raped and she pretty quickly after the event goes and they go to court, he gets away with it. And that was very hard and devastating to see, but I know that's true because lots of times, when it comes to actors or maybe even musicians or even just small towns, people who rule the town, people who have money invested in the teams, they'll do anything to get that person's name cleared, because if they do that, the town's going to lose money, they're going to lose the business, and they don't want to lose their team, their star players. So it says, a tiny community deep in the forest, BearTown hasn't been the best at anything in a long time. But down by the lake stands an old ice rink. In that ice rink, Kevin, Amet, Benji, and the rest of the town's junior ice hockey team are about to compete in the national semifinals and they actually have a shot at winning. All the hopes and dreams of this place now rest on the shoulders of only a handful of teenage boys. Under the heavy burden, the semifinals match becomes a catalyst for a violent act that will leave a young girl traumatized in a town in turmoil. This is a story about a town and a game, even more about joy, loyalty, commitment, and responsibilities of friendships. The people we disappoint even though we love them, and the decisions we make every day that come to define us. In the story of a small forest town, Fredrik BackMan has found the entire world. This is a very touching book. It is revolving around friendships, relationships, marriages, relationships with children, relationships with teachers, with coaches, just with life in general. And I just love his writing style. If you guys have read this book, please let me know in your comments down below. This book was so aggravating, but I still liked it a lot. So I'm going to read you this last paragraph and a half of this. As the bus stops as a bass player with the suitcase, he calls the same number for the last time. Then he gets on a bus and leaves town. He will never come back, but in 10 years' time, he will suddenly see Benjamin's face on television, and he will instantly remember everything again. Fingertips and glances, glasses on a battered bar tap, smoke in a silent forest, the way snow feels on your skin when it falls in March, and a boy with sad eyes, a wild heart teaches you to skate. When children tumble over the edge out into the ice, passing the last inch and losing their foothold, the boys at the center circle laugh, and how the little things get up again, trying to teach them that there are other ways to stop them than just drifting headfirst into the boards. None of these sees the first skate of the child who lost out when she's 4 years old, a scrawny little kid in gloves that are too big for her. And bruises everywhere, but nobody asks about her. Helmet slips down across her eyes, but the look in them is clear enough. Adrian soon come after her, ready to hold the girl up until they realize there's no need. The 4 boys at the center circle will build a new A-team next season, but that doesn't matter because in 10 times it won't be their names that make people of this town stand taller. They'll all lie and say we were here and saw it happen. The first scared the girl who will become the most talented player this club has ever seen. They all say they knew it even then. Because people recognize the bear around here. Cherry trees always smell of cherry trees. They do that in hockey towns. So this book was very irritating in the fact how a young girl, I believe she's 14, 15 years old, is raped, and how the boy gets away with it. Obviously, probably alcohol and drugs were involved as well, as it normally is in high school and parties and things of that sort. How so many people tried to clear his name, and the daughter's mother is actually an attorney, so she was her lawyer / attorney, and she felt so bad because she's like, I'm supposed to be the only thing I'm supposed to do as your mother is protect you, and she felt like she couldn't do that. And I know how heartbreaking that is to want to be able to help someone, to save someone you love, and it's so devastating when you can't. But at the same time, I think books like this need that because, like I said, when I read fiction, I want it to be real life, and I'm trying to remember the name of what you call it. But anyhow, this was a great book. I highly recommend it. Fredrik BackMan is one of my new favorite authors. I have almost all of his books now except for one book, and there's 2 more books of his I haven't read, and I plan on reading them next month. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys had a good year of reading. I hope you have an even better year reading next year because I'm slightly behind this year. Actually, a lot of behind, but it's okay. I'm going to make up for it next year. And if you guys haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time in another video. Goodbye.